Lesson 1. Applying for a library card. Part 1. Short sentences.
The student wants to borrow books from the library. The librarian is helping a student get a library card. The librarian gives the student an application form. The student fills out the application form. The librarian checked the form and asked the student to sign it. After signing, the librarian gave the student a new library card. The librarian is putting books on shelves in order of letters. The librarian is shelving books in alphabetical order. The librarian helps a student check out books. Students are quietly studying at the wooden tables in the library. The librarian is helping a patron find a book on the computer. The librarian is checking in returned books at the circulation desk. The librarian is checking books that people returned at the front desk. A student is using a laptop to conduct research in the reference section. Sunlight is coming through the big windows and lighting up the reading area.
Lesson 1. Applying for a library card. Part 2. Monologue.
The student went to the library to borrow books. The librarian helped the student get a library card by giving them an application form to fill out. After filling out the form, the student signed it and the librarian gave them a new library card. The librarian then organized the books on the shelves in alphabetical order. Meanwhile, other students were studying quietly at wooden tables in the library. The librarian also assisted a patron in finding a book on the computer and checked and returned books at the front desk. In the reference section, a student used a laptop for research. The reading area was brightened by sunlight coming through the large windows.
Lesson 1. Applying for a library card. Part 3. Substitution words exercise.
The student wants to borrow books from the library. The student wants to check out books from the library. The librarian is assisting a student get a library card. The librarian is helping a student get a library card. The librarian is giving assistance to a student to get a library card. The librarian is supporting a student to get a library card. A student is using a laptop to conduct research in the reference section. A student is using a computer to conduct research in the reference section. A student is using a laptop to conduct research in the reference section. A student is using a laptop to do research in the reference section. A student is using a laptop to carry out research in the reference section. A student is using a laptop to undertake research in the reference section. A student is utilizing a laptop to conduct research in the reference section. A student is using a laptop to conduct research in the reference section. A student is employing a laptop to conduct research in the reference section.
Lesson 1. Applying for a library card. Part 4. Dialogue.
How can I assist you?
I wish to borrow a book.
May I have your library card?
Sorry, I don't have a library card.
Oh, you can apply for one at this moment.
That would be wonderful.
Kindly complete this application form.
All right, I finished the form. Here you are.
Now, please affix your signature on the back of the card.
Okay, here's my card with signature.
Perfect. That's it. You can check out your book.
Thank you so much for your help.
Lesson 1. Applying for a library card. Part 5. Dialogue.
May I help you?
Yes, could I check out this book?
Certainly. Do you have a library card?
No, I don't have. May I have one?
Not to worry. You can apply for one right now, if you'd like.
Okay, that sounds like a reasonable course of action. Let me do that right now.
Excellent. I have an application form right here for you. Could you fill it out?
Yes, I'm finished. Here you are.
Okay, here is your library card. Could you please sign on the back of the card?
Of course. Let me sign on the back.
Perfect. You're all set.
Now may I check this book out?
Absolutely. Let me scan the book.
Thank you for your help.